What's going on, everybody? I'm Jason with Tennessee Mountain Homestead, and today we're going to fabricate a bumper for this thing. We've got a bunch of different things to choose from in the scrap metal pile we have, but Stefan brought this thing up. It goes to an old Craftsman front end loader for a lawn tractor, a front scoop, and it's pretty stout, it's tubular, and we're going to go ahead and cut some of these features off of it and see if we can't make it fit on this tractor and look nice. Something like that. Alright, so we cut off the 2 or 3 pieces that were brackets on this thing before, and now we've got the skeleton left over. So we want this thing, and I think both of us really like this, and I think it's going to go something like that. Kind of like a stinger. So now we need to figure out how we're going to support this thing from the tractor. First thoughts is I'm going to cut off these 90s where it's open in the middle here. We're going to cut these off, turn them, so they face back that way and re-weld them. And that'll establish our first point of contact on the tractor. Then we just got to figure out how to gusset it. So we got these pieces cut up and cleaned up, and we ended up cutting off where it used to go like this. And now we're going to face it this way with an angle with a rake. So now we're looking at something like that. And what's going to happen is we're going to have to go find some more pipe in the scrap pile, come off of here, and we're going to put pieces of steel that bolt to the front of this the same way the winch does, and that's going to give us that. And once we establish our baseline of the bumper that we're looking for, of that shape, then we're going to go ahead and reinforce it. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got it mocked up, the basic shape of this bumper, and we got some ideas and it's going to be cool. Check it out. So it's going to look something like this. So it's going to completely not block the fair lead and the hook or my D-ring under here. This will be open. This is going to lean forward like a stinger and prevent like a tree or something from hitting the fair lead directly. So we're going to come down off of this with some kind of piece of steel that's going to bolt to this this bumper area, this bulkhead. It's going to weld to the face of this down here. We'll have another piece of steel or pipe coming off of this and going straight back to that piece of steel that's going to bolt on here. So that'll give us 4 points of attachment. Then once all that's done, we're going to go ahead and cut a notch in this stock piece right here that we left on so we can mount a light, an off-road LED light up in here. So we're going to go ahead and weld up these joints. We're going to go ahead and go out there to the scrap pile and find some reinforcement steel, some more pipe. We got this thing 100% mocked up. It's actually clamped and tack welded to the front of the tractor. And I think it looks pretty good. We're definitely going to reinforce it, but that's how it's going to look for right now. So let me know in the comment section below if anyone's watching that has any input on this. Let me know what you think. It's been several hours of work and putting this thing on and off the tractor and figuring it out, but I think we came up with the finished product. Now, we gusseted it right here with some angle iron, and if you can see this piece right here, to strengthen where this joint was where we cut it before. And we went ahead and mounted for the off-road LED light, which we'll show you in a future video. The next step is to take this thing over to Tennessee Mountain Homestead Paint and Custom Shop. We're going to get it painted up and we're going to put it in the oven, get it back on the tractor. See you soon. So the first step into a custom Tennessee Mountain Homestead quality paint job is to heat up the workpiece with a MAP gas torch. That way it totally gets all the moisture off the surface and out of the metal. The next step to a quality TMH paint job is to lay the paint on the workpiece as heavy as possible. And if you get any runs, immediately use your finger to wipe the run away and then spritz it real quick right after. because we don't normally have that problem because I typically use flat black. And you know what they say, boys and girls, a little flat black makes it all go away. The third and final step to a top quality TMH paint job is to go ahead and handle the workpiece as much as possible while spraying it so you can get all three dimensions. And then we don't have time to let the paint dry, so we go ahead and put it into the Ready Bake TMH Paint Booth hot oven. And don't worry about scratching it up on the oven racks because we'll just spray it once it's on the tractor after if it's nicked anywhere. Alright, this thing came out of the oven. It's still a little bit warm, but the paint is dry to the touch. And I was able to save the Craftsman sticker that was on there to begin with. So now, we're going to get it bolted back on the tractor and show you how it looks. As you can see, we got the bumper bolted back to the tractor, and it's looking pretty dang good. This bumper is pretty dang stout. You could even do deadlifts with it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. That bumper came out fantastic. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Once again, my name's Jason with Tennessee Mountain Homestead, and we'll see you on the next one.